in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? It is your boy West Coast. We are live this Thursday on Cowboy Talk. This Cowboy Talk is sponsored by CEV, Clear Eye View. Shout out to my boy Jalen Smith with the glasses. Hey, man, and shout out to my boy. I think my boy Landlord got some Ray-Bans on, and I think
No,
my boy
sir.
HTM, he looked like he got some, huh?
Oh, he
Nah,
Prada
these,
right here,
these,
man.
these Gucci right here, my
Oh, them
sir.
is Gucci's.
These the
Yeah.
Gucci's
You
Oh,
right
you
see
here.
the
got.
red Lord?
I
I
saw,
got
man.
the
Come on
Prada.
now.
I got the Prada, man.
I saw the products on the side. I'm real proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
real
sir.
proud of you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
this show is sponsored by Gucci, CEV, and Prada.
sir.
I need
Yes,
all
sir.
you guys listen to me on Thursday. We're gonna try to get these brands to try to sponsor us. So I need you guys to tag CEV.
Absolutely.
I need you to tag Gucci, and I need you to tag
Absolutely.
Prada. And let them know it's some young guys over there talking that cowboy talk, and we need to get a check. Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir. We need that.
so tag them, tag them, tag them. You know what I'm saying? Today we trying to get an eyeglass deal. You feel me? But
You
yo,
understand?
you know what I'm saying? That's very creative. Great idea. Whoever thought about this. All right, let's get it now. So, yo, listen to me. Hey, in the mornings at 10 a.m., we going to be moving because it's 12 a.m. and everybody only got about a day. This is the lunch hour show. Everybody only got about an hour, and we know some of y'all got some janky ass bosses that only give you 45 minutes. That's not legal.
Ooh.
That's not legal. If you want to talk about it, if you want to talk about it later offline, holla at me. That ain't legal.
Straight up.
That ain't
Yo.
legal. You know what I'm saying? But yo, if you work an 8-hour shift, legally you're supposed to get an hour, but that ain't legal. But yo, this is the hour. We're gonna be respectful of your lunch, and we're gonna get up and up out of here in an hour. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be moving and shaking real fast. Listen, as I say your name, this is what I need you to do. As I say your name, I need you guys to hit that share button, and then I need you guys to hit that star button. You feel me? I need you guys to hit that share button, and I need you guys to hit that star button. All right. So let's get it. Actually, I'm gonna let Landlord. I'll let you start off, man, because I think your YouTube is up. I'll let these guys start off. So if you guys got some important people on your page that's watching, give them some love.
Go ahead first, Hen.
All right, sure. Well, let me shout out my boy T Smooth TV over here rocking with me. Michael Lockhart, what's up with your man? Action Pal, what's up with your kinfolk? I appreciate the love. Joshua Fisher, what's up with your man? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. All right, go ahead, landlord.
Okay, what's happening with your T Smooth in the building? Jeffrey Smith in the building. Fish 82, not that fish, the other fish. You know what I'm saying? The buzzer beater. Jay Word in the building. You know what I'm saying? Life's crazy. Jay Lombardi, C. Burleson. What's happening with everybody rocking with us, man? Let's go. Life's
Yes, sir.
crazy.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to my boy Lil Baby 38 with the 38 gang, Wrench Gang. I see you in the building, my boy. Jason Bien.
Bless you.
Sorry about that, yo.
Good.
Eric, what's up, Eric? T Smooth, what's up with you, Travis? I see you. Shout out to the wrench gang that's in the comment box. You guys know if there's a wrench by that name, that means they have legal right to tighten your ass up if you get out of line. So watch it over there on YouTube. Hey, shout out to everybody on Facebook too. Shout out to everybody that's coming in on Facebook. Shout out to my boy Steve. Shout out to my boy Nelly. Shout out to Frank Cartwright. What's up, Frank? Appreciate you for tapping in. And shout out to Travis Eller. Travis Eller, appreciate you. Hey, if you have not already, I need all you guys. I need you to hit that send. He says, I need you to hit that send button. Hey, Steve, what you saying? Steve, what is that? I don't know what you're saying, Steve. But hey, inbox me if it's super important.
Let me get this super chat real quick with.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Mafia Miles GTA with the $5 super chat. He in the building. What's happening, sir? Shout out to Daisy Clark, DA in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's run it down, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man. I think this morning, I think what I woke up was a crazy subject on my mind. Not even something that was really it's Cowboy related, but everybody keeps on saying, do the Cowboys need another wide receiver? Do the Cowboys need another wide receiver? Do the Cowboys need another wide receiver? Oh my God. Today is February 23rd. Why not talk about do the Cowboys need another wide receiver? So we're just gonna throw it out there, man. This is the no play around hour. Fellas only got about 58 minutes before that lunch clock go off along. So I want to know, do the Cowboys need a second wide receiver? Yes or no?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Not even yes or no. Hell yeah. 'Cause look,
Facts.
listen to me. The Dallas Cowboys were 30th in separation by wide receivers. They were 26th in yards after the catch. Oh, outside of CD Lamb, you did not get much production. Michael Gallup did not give you 500 yards. Your second best receiver by numbers was Noah Brown, and that is not good enough. And when you
Facts.
think about the guys who are not returning, Noah Brown is currently not on the team, right? He had to get a contract. T.Y. Hilton is currently not on the team. He has to get a contract. Then we have to hope that Michael Gallup, who just had another procedure to clear up some stuff, is going to be healthy to start the season and can give me more than what he gave me this year. So even if you want to bet on Michael Gallup, like Jalen Tolbert is an unknown right now. Like
Facts.
you really have no depth at wide receiver. You need a guy. When you look
Facts.
at the other teams that were, you know, productive and made it farther than us, look at who the hell the 49ers had on their team. Debo is a former All Pro. Ayuk had a 1,000 yard season. Jennings was very
He
complimentary
was their
receiver.
leading receiver when it.
Yeah, Ayuk led their
Ayuk
team.
was.
He led their
Yeah.
team in yardage this year. Then you look at the guys like Jennings. You look at what Christian McCaffrey gave them in the passing game as a running back. What they had in Kittle. So they had weapons,
The
right? They
list
had
goes on. We ain't even, you barely even named Killer. It's
yeah.
just
I
crazy.
got I finally got the Kittle because he was a tight end. I tried to get these other pass catchers some love,
Yeah.
and then look at the Eagles. Like their third best receiver was Quez Watkins.
Yeah. Shout out to Mafia Miles GTA with another $5 super chat. He says rumor is D Hop in Dallas with Dez as we speak. West
Hey,
Coast got them plugs now. You might need to hit
hey,
up Dez now.
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. Fans, I need y'all to know something, man. Everything that you hear from the Super Bowl on until they actually physically sign a contract is a rumor. Okay? Before we get into this stuff,
Some of them are true though, but some of them are not true.
yeah,
That's the nature of a rumor though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but what I'm saying is anything that has to do with a player being connected to the Cowboys, because you guys got to remember, free agency has not started yet.
Yeah.
So legally, the Cowboys have not physically talked to anybody
Yeah, that's tampering, right?
because that's tampering. We would be
Yeah.
getting in trouble. So that's why I just want to let people know, because there was this whole big old blues eye yesterday, Mike Fisher and a bunch of other stuff, man. And hey, man, people got to, people go defend their brands, and I love it. But
Yeah.
I want the fans to know that legally the Cowboys cannot talk to anybody. So if you're hearing the Cowboys are physically talking to this person, Miss Mary, appreciate you for the stars. The Cowboys are talking to this person. It is all speculation. Okay.
Draft pick.
Okay, let me get my spiel on the receiver.
Unless they are a draft pick, the only people they can legally talk to right now are draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me get my spiel on the receiver. Henny kind of covered all the bases, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But let me try to pick up the pieces. Okay. We definitely need a wide receiver. I don't even think that's a question right now. I don't even think that's a debate because, like, of course, if you want to get swindled and drink the Kool-Aid from the Joneses, like, they could sell you on Jalen Tolbert and Michael Gallup being 100% healthy and, you know what I'm saying, Turpin actually being utilized in the offense. They can sell you on those things, but I'm not buying. So I want something that's solidified. I want something that's tangible, a bird in the hand that I can feel and see and touch. You know what I'm saying? I don't want hope. That's like preaching. You know what I'm saying? You selling hope. So I don't want to buy the hope they selling. I want something that's tangible. That's why I want us to actually go acquire a guy. And it don't take draft picks. It don't take capital. All it takes is for you to sign, pick up a pen. Mr. Keenan Allen might be available. You know what I'm saying? The Woods kid, he available. These are used cars at this point, but they're, you know what I'm saying, they still got some miles on them. You can upgrade this team with some of the players that's available in the market. You know what I'm saying? It's not super sexy, it's not super attractive, but if you're gonna be cheap, which more than likely we are with the Joneses in this case, you still have some options out there on the table. So I know for a fact we definitely need to upgrade that wide receiver.
Hey, shout out to Steve. Steve says I'm waiting on my jersey. Steve, I'm waiting on your jersey too, but don't inbox me that in my comment box. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on you. If you ain't got your jersey, I'm waiting on it too. You know what I'm saying? So inbox me if you need an update. But hey, great points, man. I think the question definitely is answered. The Cowboys needed a number 2 receiver. They needed a receiver ever since you ever since you traded Amari Cooper, because you never replaced what you actually got rid of. So the Cowboys have needed a receiver since that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every single thing that we've done up to that day has been trying to replace what we got rid of in Amari Cooper. So I mean, I don't think that question. I mean, I don't. I think it's an obvious question, but the need never got fixed. You know what I'm saying? If someone said we don't need a receiver, I'd say, well, when did we fix it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think some names that are getting floated out there is I was up this morning and I know a lot of people have their thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys possibly trading for DeAndre Hopkins. And I wanted to kind of talk about I'm going to make a video. I'm actually going to make a video on this today to kind of give you guys my thoughts. So I'm not going to go too in detail on it because I want y'all to go out and support the video. But I want to know, Henny, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on going out and trading for DeAndre Hopkins?
It will just really depend on what he has left in the tank, right? People love the big name of DeAndre Hopkins, but at his advanced age, will he still be similar? Give me similar production to what he's given in the past. And he was pretty good this year. I would not take anything away from him. I do think he can come in and be a very solid number 2 receiver. He is a veteran presence. I would have preferred to get a number 2 receiver with more explosiveness, because he was never a burner. He's a 4.5 guy that probably runs about a 4.6 right now with his age. So I wanted to get a guy who could stretch the field. It's going to be a lot of yak in the West Coast offense. So a guy that's great, run after catch is somebody I would prefer. But I would not be against it. DeAndre Hopkins is instantly an improvement over Michael Gallup. And he would instantly be your number 2 with no questions. Like he would be the second best receiver on the field, and there might even be some games where he looks better than CeeDee Lamb. It's just the kind of player he is. So I have no problem with them getting him. He's not my first option, but he is definitely an option that can come in and instantly pay dividends for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey,
Hold on, HTM. They said Wes, turn HTM up just a tad bit. My people said they can't hear.
He's as high as I can turn him up.
Okay, you're gonna have to speak a little louder then, probably.
Yeah, every time as soon as it starts, I turn you guys up as loud as possible.
Yeah. Can we go? We need to give a shout out to Joe Tranchina over there on Facebook, man. He said, "What's up, West Coast? I'm sharing on all 3 pages." That's MVP talk right there, man.
Appreciate
you, sir.
Appreciate
Hey, real quick, to answer to some questions in the comment box. Free agency, the official tampering starts March 13th through the 15th. And then the official free agency starts the 15th at 4 p.m. So as of right now, the Cowboys can't legally talk to any free agent or anything as far as acquiring teams and things like that. So that's why I say as of right now, anything that we hear about is simply just speculation from the person that actually put it out. It's not speculation from the Joneses or speculation, because I always get this, I'm hearing. You're not hearing that. You saw that on a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Like this one.
Yeah, like this one. Like this one. I'm not. I don't want nobody to diminish that, but I just want you guys to know that those aren't sources, man. Those are a source is someone who works for the organization that's giving you factual information. You know what I'm saying? I am not a source. I'm West Coast Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are. This is Landlord. This is HTM Sports. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But like far as D Hop go, I wouldn't mind it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how much he has left. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say he's CeeDee Lamb, but he's an older version. But like I wouldn't mind dubbing CeeDee Lamb. I wouldn't mind having 2 CeeDee Lambs though. You know what I'm saying? Because I think CD is phenomenal. So if I can get another CeeDee Lamb on that side, I think we can just cause terror and rain havoc on a lot of defenses in the league. So I wouldn't mind adding D Hop if he's still one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? And what we pay for him would be a big deciding factor in that matter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Frank said that he ain't did much since he got in trouble. When did DeAndre Hopkins get in trouble?
He did some PEDs, I believe. Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! If you don't knock that off,
sometimes that stuff would be a little shiesty.
Listen to me. Can I tell y'all something? Let me tell y'all something.
Everybody do them, huh?
Listen to me. Not even everybody's done them. If you ain't never took a steroid to heal an injury, you probably ain't never played no big time sports. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
And then sometimes like some of that stuff be having some of these illegal you know what I'm saying, stuff in them, and then they don't read the bottle right sometimes too. It be some little iffy stuff like that sometimes too, though.
I'm gonna keep it real. Almost 90% of the time, even with Ray Lewis, when Ray Lewis had his steroid situation.
That was deer antler spray, I believe.
Let me break it down to you guys. Do you guys understand what these are? When people say steroids, they're not talking about anabolic steroids. I think when people hear the word steroids or PED, they assume they automatically think that someone in the gym injecting steroids in their muscles so that they can do what? Get bigger. No, bruh.
Yeah.
Steroid. Do you guys like we as a fan base? We
Like we had
understand.
like I
We
had
use.
steroid shot before too.
Thank
For,
you,
like,
man.
injury.
What exactly? And
PEDs ain't necessarily steroids either.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other stuff that could be considered a PED.
facts, and 99% of this stuff is being used to repair injuries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a performance enhancement. This is because you got to think steroids help things grow faster. That's why they give them to us. You know what I'm saying?
And it will speed up the healing process. Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, this is my thing, bro. I don't care about players staying healthy. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Cowboys don't care about players staying healthy. What are y'all really? Listen to me. We're legitimately gonna pay Tony Pollard something, and he has a broken fibula. But y'all want to talk to me about someone staying healthy who's currently healthy right now? That is the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life. If you're okay with signing Tony Pollard, you should be okay with signing anybody. If you were okay with signing Michael Gallup, your ass should be okay with signing anybody. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the days of he can't stay healthy, I don't care about that anymore. You want to know why? Because the Cowboys don't care about it. The Cowboys didn't care if T.Y. Hilton could stay healthy. They just cared if he could stay healthy for a month.
They betted on unhealthy MG over Amari.
Facts. And Amari Cooper was 100% healthy. Yeah. So that's why I say I don't care about guys staying. Because guess what, landlord? If the dude gets hurt, guess what you can do? The same thing you did with James Washington.
Let his ass go.
In the voice of Law Nation, James
Washington.
Wow. You got to
drag that thing on out. You know what I'm
saying? Every time he says Washington, you can just hear the mistake in the Cowboys' voice. Like, yeah, y'all fucked up.
Yeah. It hurt every time, too.
And they said that DeAndre Hopkins wasn't that good. He only played 9 games, but he had 717 receiving yards.
Better than any second receiver on our team.
Right. So that would have been
much better. I seen a lot of people saying he better than CD. After the year CD had, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I still like to add him.
D-Hop hasn't had a 1,000-yard season in 2 years, but you know that he hasn't really been healthy. He only played 10 games in 2021, and he had a suspension in 2022. So
man, pull up CD numbers, man, because I think people sleeping on CD, bro. Like CD had a great year, y'all. Like for real. Like he had an excellent year, y'all.
CD also started late because CD, people were still mad at CD up to the damn Green Bay game.
But look though, he actually did all this and had 4 or 5 games with Cooper Rush. Like CD had a great year, y'all. He had a great year.
CeeDee Lamb had 107 receptions, 1,359 yards, 9 touchdowns. He ran the ball 10 times for 47 yards, which was a clip of 4.7 yards a carry. Let's see, 12.7 yards of reception. Like, what more do you want from CeeDee Lamb? And he made an all-pro team.
CD went crazy, y'all. It like I know people like West Coast said the other day, like y'all be quick to just dish on players. Like, man, you a fan of this team, you supposed to be fighting for your players sometime. Like, bro, CD balled out. CD got my utmost respect. Like, hey, I'm ready to take CD to war with anybody right now. Like, CD balling, bro.
Listen to me and I'm gonna tell you this right now, not to bring him up, but I got to, man. Dalton Schultz did the same thing for you. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, man, but Dalton Schultz balled for you, bro. He balled.
For you. Hey, listen, I was on my show earlier. Like people like he just a guy. He's a Jag, and I was like, nah. Look at his numbers.
Talking about Schultz.
Look at
he ain't no Jag now.
Look at Dalton Schultz production. You know, these last 2 years. And I got the numbers ready because, you know, I already talked about it earlier. So let me pull this shit up real quick.
Can you please drop an article on Dalton Schultz, man? God dang, man.
All right, so listen.
I be putting articles in with Henny like 2 weeks in advance. Like, hey, man, you get this article out, man.
Listen. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I promise you. But listen, past 2 seasons, Dalton Schultz is 5th in touchdowns, 6th in yards, and 4th in receptions among all tight ends. The only guy, you know, that are actually better, that has played better, or like Kittle, Kelsey, like the guy that y'all love and y'all know y'all can't get. So Dalton Schultz is your best option right now in free agency. He is the best tight end available. So you know, like Dalton Schultz gonna get his money. Like people may not like Dalton Schultz. They can say He's not special. That doesn't actually matter to me. His production matters, and his production say he's a top 5 tight end. And that's what his production says. The past 2 seasons, like there are not guys playing better than Dalton Schultz. And, they look at this season like, oh man, they only had this many yards, this many, but Dak Prescott missed 5 games and Dalton Schultz himself was injured. So you can't just use that his injured season to not pay him. He was an 800-yard tight end just the year before and had 8 touchdowns. Right?
Nah, he's definitely one of the best tight ends in the league now. So
And,
I never will say he wasn't that.
and
know
I'm
what
gonna tell you guys something. We don't even have listen to me. This is no shame on Dak. This is no shame on anything. But we don't want our offense. We don't want our tight end with 1,000, 1,200 yards. We don't want our offense built like that. Like that is and listen to me. That will only work if you have a Kittle or Kelsey. And there's only 2 in the world.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 teams that can design their team because there's only 2. Think about this. The Raiders tried it with Wilder. You know what they said? How about we go get Devontae Adams too?
Yeah.
And they got Hunter Renfro. They just got. Ooh.
So think about this. This. Let's just lead with our great tight end. It's only working with 2 teams.
Right. And then the only argument that people have is, well, Ferguson and Hendershot can combine and give you what Schultz gave you. Okay, let's say that they do. Then who the hell picks up their slack?
Right.
This is the same. This is the same thing with the Amari Cooper situation. CeeDee Lamb stepped up and he was a number 1. Nobody stepped up to take over for what the hell CeeDee Lamb was giving you. So there was a big vacant void. You made a gap from here to West Coast in California. I'm in Texas. That's how big the gap was between CeeDee Lamb and the next wide receiver.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, the gap between Schultz and these next tight ends is just as big. The only difference is Schultz doesn't have as many explosive moments. Because if you really go look at the rookies, they didn't do anything for you last year. They didn't do anything.
They did have some decent production for the limited time they had with. Like one of them, they had. Hold on.
Go ahead.
What his name? Ferguson had out of 22 targets, he had 19 catches, almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a very small size, but out of 22 targets,
listen to me. That is nothing, bruh. You want to know
out
why?
of 22 targets?
That is nothing, bruh. That is listen to me. That is nothing. You listen to me. I am not looking at 22 targets over 17 games and thinking 22 targets can bro, that's 2 games of football.
Yeah,
versus 2 defenses.
I said that's definitely risky. Now you will have to be projecting. You don't have anything tangible.
What I'm saying is, think about this. I have 1 game where Amari Cooper had 19 targets in 1 game. That is not enough. And think about this. Out of those 19 targets, bro, I bet you half of them was with the backup quarterback because they didn't get a lot of targets with Dak Prescott. And that's just real. Henny and Ferguson, they got utilized more with Cooper Rush. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Why I believe they were more effective with the backup quarterback. Well, who do backup receivers and backup tight ends play with at practice? The backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's like it made sense that Henny and Ferguson played well with Cooper Rush, considering what? Considering they practice with him every single day. That's another reason why I believe Noah Brown had a really good connection with Cooper Rush. Because he catches more passes. Cooper Rush throws more passes to Henderson, Ferguson, and Noah Brown than he does CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, and the other dude. They just don't throw the ball to him. And to be honest with you, that's the real reason why I believe Jalen Tolbert was hard. Why it was hard to get Tolbert going. Because think about this. If you're a guy like Jalen Tolbert, bro, at training camp, you're not getting a lot of passes from Dak. You're getting most of your passes from Cooper Rush.
I think it was mostly them option routes with him. Because you gotta think when they moving him around to each position, he gotta know the behavior of each position and each option on each route. Like that's a lot of stuff for a rookie coming in.
Yeah, but you got to remember he was also like the 3rd, 4th receiver. So the 3rd, 4th receiver isn't really the option routes are typically the 1st and the 2nd because you got to be able to look through them. So I just think it was just
Jalen Brown was out there.
Kellen was throwing options everywhere though, Wes. Kellen was
Yeah,
throwing
but
options everywhere though.
what I'm
Cause
saying is
like,
how is
look,
Dak getting
hold
to
on,
him?
hold on a couple of them 4 curl routes we'll see. A lot of the times that was like just option routes, and they decided to do a curl. Like the defense can dictate what you run. Like that's what's so crazy about option routes. Like if the defense know I can have this amount of depth and it's gonna make them do this. Think about it. If you got a
No.
speedster, I'm gonna make y'all do curls every time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to guard that dude deep. All I gotta do is just make him run a curl route. Like give him the look that's gonna make him read curl. That's what the advanced defensive coordinators did to us. Like D'Amico Ryans, that's what he did. He like, okay, we gonna make them run curls. That's why in a critical situation, he giving them the exact look that'll make us run curls. That's what dictated all them stupid routes. So he was running multiple option routes with a lot of receivers too, though. Not
Yeah.
all the time, but sometimes. Like he was running routes with 4 of them.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't necessarily think that the defense dictated the curl routes because the offense calls the play before the defense goes out. I think
Listen, they said this in some of the interviews, Wes. They said this. I think that was Mike McCarthy said something along them lines, like, bro, if the defense can show you a look and you gotta read it off the look, this is chess. You know what I'm saying? They can dictate what they want you to do. Like,
yes, but what I'm saying, but listen to me. What I'm saying is an offense. I mean, he can say that, but I don't see how that's physically possible because the offense is on the field first. Kellen Moore is deciding to make, like, think about this. There was a play versus the Philadelphia Eagles where Dak Prescott was talking to Amari Cooper, and they were in the huddle, and Amari Cooper, Kellen Moore called curls. They had already called the curls. The defense was already out there, and then Amari Cooper told he called Dak, and he said, "Man, we're gonna do this again." And then and then Dak said, "Just run the play." They go out there and line up. The defense was trying to make them do the curls, and Kellen Moore had already called it. I don't really think it was the defense dictating. I think it was just Kellen Moore calling the play, man.
No, not every time. I'm just talking about like these are situations that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just depends on like cause you thinking about I think you thinking about pre-snap. I'm talking about like why the wide receiver running the route. Like they gotta decide what they gonna do, dictating on how much depth the defender has. So if they give them that look, they tricking the receivers, not Dak. That's what's so crazy. If the defensive coordinator trick the receivers, the whole play is in shambles. That's what you were seeing in Green Bay and all these crazy things. If Dak throw the ball with anticipation, it's a wrap. It's an interception. That's what it is.
Yeah, the first thing they got to do, the option route should only be going to tight ends.
Yeah. You shouldn't be doing them 20, 30 yards down the field with inexperience. Look, your receivers ain't even a strong point on your team. Why is you giving them all this responsibility, man? It don't even make sense.
It's like I tell my wife with my kids, bro. I tell her all the time, like, bro, stop asking kids like when they're hungry what they want to eat. You're gonna go to 9 different damn stores. What are you talking about? If you pass McDonald's, we're going to McDonald's.
Going
down the street. Oh, you guys want McDonald's? Do you want Burger King? Oh, do you want Chick-fil-A? We're like, now she calling me, oh my God, I gotta go to McDonald's, Burger King, and he wanted this. I'm like, well, your fault. That's your fault. Why you give them all them damn options?
Yeah.
I gave them, we're going to Walt, we're going to McDonald's. That's
it's not even a discussion because it's my money paying for it. So hey,
thank you, bro.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up a pizza. Come get the dough.
Shout out to Cajun Cowboy in the bed. Hey, I think Chris Wilson got a good question for us, fellas.
Go ahead.
Chris Wilson on Facebook. He says, "What is our expectation for next season, fellas?" I think that's a good question.
It's a good question, but to be fair.
It's too early though. It's a little early.
I can say that the expectation for any fan as of right now should be to win one more game. Listen to me. The regular season doesn't really matter. Win 12 games. You can win the exact amount of games you did last year and be fine. As long as you don't win, as long as you don't win 12 games in the regular season, you're fine. Because you achieve the same goal. The goal for the season realistically should be to win one more game. Like
at least get to the NFC Championship,
or think about this: whatever the third playoff game is for you. Because think about this: if you have the home court advantage, I mean, if you're the number 1 seed, then guess what? It's not the NFC Championship. That's the Super Bowl.
True. if we would have only took that's just pisses me
You
off, man. If
Jaguars,
we would have took
Jaguars,
care of our business, man.
the
If we would
Jaguars,
have took
Green Bay,
if we would have took care of our business, bro, that could have been us, y'all. That's
Jaguars,
why
Green Bay,
I don't hate on the Eagles in the regular season. I let them slide on the regular season. Because they
Jaguars.
took care of their business, bro. You got to give them their respect. I took my hat to them for the regular season. My problem with them was they had an easy road in the playoffs, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's
They
not an
got
opinion.
fortunate. They got fortunate against the San Francisco 49ers. Shout out to Jay Worthy with a $2 super chat. He
Yeah,
says
but
West
I'm
Coast.
gonna tell you something.
Hold on. Let me get a super chat real quick. He says West Coast, no matter the play called, it's an option. Yeah, it's an option once they get to running the play. But go ahead.
Y'all know I like to give y'all pushback because I watch a gang of film, and
We love it too. We love it too.
That was not necessarily the case.
Look, I ain't talking about that particular route either, though, Wes. I ain't talking about that particular one. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in general mostly. But you know what I'm saying? They did have a conversation about one of those problems we had. Like they were saying, like, yeah, the defense, like they literally said it, like the defense dictates. You know, Kellen Moore's philosophy on offense was to aggressively take what the defense gives them. He said that a lot of times. And that's not what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but this is what I'm trying to make y'all irritate. We are not about to sit up here and say that Kellen Moore was calling plays based off the defense and the offense calls the play first. No, we can go back and forth all day. That is not football. Kellen Moore was calling option plays because in his mind, he felt it was best for his team. When you call, think about this. There was a play where Dak Prescott literally threw an option route and the ball got tipped by the defender. The very next play, what did he do? What play did he call?
Another one.
Same play.
Another one. Yeah,
he called the same play, and what happened? The DB walked into the end zone with the ball. Bro, that's not the defense, bro. That is your offensive coordinator. That's why, like I used to tell Boss, Kellen Moore was a selfish offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think he was calling a play. I think he was calling plays for a job.
He was calling plays for a job, but at the same time, this is what I think Kellen Moore kind of thought. I think Kellen Moore felt that the only way that he could get a job is by showing his expertise through the quarterback.
Shout out to the Notorious Drunk with a $10 super chat. He says, shout out to everyone here in the trap. What's happening, sir? We appreciate you, sir.
And you get what I mean, though? That's what I think Kellen Moore's biggest issue is. He felt like he couldn't show his skill set through other stuff. Like the only thing that he can show his skill set through is through throwing the ball. And that's why, to be honest with you, I hated that he's in Los Angeles because, bro, he's going to listen to me. Justin Herbert's already a halfway decent quarterback, bro. He's already a halfway decent quarterback. And guess what? Kellen Moore's going to come out here and Justin Herbert's going to do the same stuff he does every single year. And the only difference is, guess what's going to happen? They're going to look at Kellen Moore as, oh, he's a guru. He's going to be a guru. Like within 1 year, watch. They're going to be saying Kellen Moore's guru again. Watch.
That's why I said, look, I told Boss Cowboy the same thing. I'm going to let you go right after this here. It's going to be quick. I told Boss the same thing. I think Kellen could have been a decent coordinator if he wouldn't have had so much power in Dallas. They're not going to give him all that power in LA.
Facts.
Go ahead, Hen.
Hey, that's a good point.
I was just going to say, like, I don't think Kellen Moore. I think, like he's going to still have gaudy numbers, and it's not going to lead to winning like it didn't lead to winning in Dallas. Think about these breakdowns that I sent you, like play action, which is the bread and butter of most offenses. He was 12th in 2020, 14th in 2021, and 13th in 2022. In motion, he ranked 11th, 18th, and 17th. Motion at the snap, last 3 years, 28th, 31st, and 16th. He is not running a very quarterback-friendly offense. Way too many option routes, not enough play action, not enough motion. And, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback to go out there and be perfect.
Shout out to Michael Lockhart with the $5 super chat. He says, win one more game, but make sure you sweep the stinking, filthy Eagles. Absolutely, sir. We got to win.
Listen to me. As long as Dak is your quarterback, we're good.
We going to smoke them boys.
Yeah, as long as Dak is our quarterback, we'll be fine.
Matter of fact, we still smoking on the Eagles right now, man. That Super Bowl victory ain't that long ago. I still got all kinds of strands. I'm smoking on the Eagles all season.
Hey, them boys in the air.
And you know what, man? I'm just like, because I think there's somebody made a statement right here that said, oh, you guys are you not going to are you not going to are you not gonna is there gonna be no excuse for Dak this year? And he listen to me, man. I know we like to say a lot of stuff about our quarterback and stuff like that, as far as like production and stuff like that. But man, listen to me. Conservative what listen, if Dak Prescott wasn't a good quarterback before last year was not a bad year. Last year was a average quarterback season.
Nah, bro. When you consider everything, I feel like we overachieved. But
yeah, but I'm just saying,
I
like,
really do.
I'm just saying though. But I'm just saying, if you're looking at Dak Prescott, if you're just comparing Dak Prescott to the years before, percentage-wise, he completed 66% of his passes. 2021, which was probably arguably his best season ever, he completed 68% of his passes.
Yeah.
All right, yards are going to be different. Why? Because in 2012 and 2022, he only played 12 games. 2021, he played 16. All right, so yards are always going to be different, right? But look at this. In 2022, he averaged 7.3 yards per play. 2021, 7.5. Touchdowns, 37. Last year, 23. But you got to remember, he played 1 year, he played 12. The other game, he played 16. And you got to think like this. There's this guy named Amari Cooper that caught a gang of touchdowns that's no longer on your team. Why did we not expect that Dak was going to throw more? Listen to me. We literally got rid of Amari Cooper, thought Dak was going to throw more touchdowns and less interceptions. That does not make any sense, bro.
Cook him, Wes. Go on, cook him. Go on, get it all the way to him.
My question is this. When you guys got rid of Amari Cooper and we were standing on this side of the table telling you guys that this was a dumbass idea, why didn't you? It's like this, bro. Landlord tells me, "Hey, Wes, man, I got this four-door car, man. I got this four-wheeler over here, but I'm only gonna put 2 wheels on it." Me and Henny like, bro, that's not I don't think that's ideal, landlord. Yeah, man, but I'm gonna use my other tires for something else. So landlord goes and put his 2 tires on the 4-wheeler. Well, guess what? Halfway down the street, landlord realized, damn, I can't even drive no more. So guess what? But now you want to be mad at the tires?
Yeah.
No. We're gonna be mad at you.
Yeah, because you did the stupid move.
Because you the one that did the stupid move. If I know you got a super chat that you got to say this real quick, but my last thing is this right here, bro. First, listen to me, bro. Bro, Dak balled, bro.
He really did, man.
And think about this. I'm gonna tell you something else that's kind of amazing. In 16 games, Dak got sacked 30 times in 2021. Bro, he only played 12 games. The boy got sacked 20 times, bro. Still came out with a 91.9 QBR, which is still higher than 3 other seasons that he's played this year.
With the worst pass blocking offensive line in football.
Dak's at his worst. He's still average, bro.
Shout out to Action Power with the $2 super chat. He said, Witten and Schultz, same player, no yak ability. You must be talking about old man Witt. Cause I remember Young Witt running with no helmet on, sir. I remember Young Witt running with no helmet on them filthy Eagles.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Stop. Who gives a damn if your tight end can't get yak yards? Y'all know what a tight end is, man. Talk to me about my running backs, my wide receivers. As long as running backs and wide receivers are getting yak yards, Kyle Pitts barely get yak yards. He's supposed to be the best tight end of all football. What happened to him? Generational guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Hey, West Coast. Mika said, you all right, fam? What happened? You ain't tell about that alleged Kelly Moore incident you had with your eye.
Oh, man. Say, man, I'm going to tell you this, man. I was in LAX, man. I was in LAX and walking down the street. I screamed, run the damn ball, and I heard a chuckle and turned around. Kelly Moore was standing behind me, man. I'll be honest with you, man.
Was it an evil laugh? Like
It was one of those.
Oh, man. He said he heard a chuckle.
I heard a chuckle behind me. I turned around, man. I said, Kevin, what's up, man? He said, man, I just thought about all the careers he's burned and all the stuff that he's, you know what I'm saying? All the just horrible careers that he's just denigrated with his horrible play, man. I went to swing on him and I did not realize Jonathan Hankins was standing right beside him. And he got me.
Hankins tightened you up, huh?
Hankins tightened me up, man. He got me, man.
But yeah, man, like far as that go, bro, I think I like, bro, I promise you, I'm not here to take up for that. But when you logically think about the whole situation as a whole, you'll come out with more respect for that. I promise you will. If you think about this logically, remove the emotion of losing, and we the Cowboys, bro. I know we understand we want championships, sir. I understand that. We all want championships. But you can't put all of that anger on this team. This team hasn't been here for 27 years. This is not that team. So you have to evaluate the team for what it has done. And when you take everything into consideration, when you look at it, okay, Dak Prescott with an incompetent play caller, with a basically terrible pass blocking O line, then you take his number one receiver away. What do you expect? Like this man, then he got you 12 wins. Then
Landlord,
this man broke his thumb.
you expect for him to no. I don't give a damn about none of that, landlord. Listen to me. I don't give a damn about that. I expect your ass to get out there and still
Super
slang
Bowl.
like crack rock.
Super Bowl, sir.
Be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most fans actually expected for him to be better.
What's crazy?
I mean,
man,
look though,
I'm
I understand, but look, the man broke his finger. You got an incompetent play caller. Then you took his number one receiver away and his number three receiver away.
And your number one hasn't become a number one yet because
With a bad O line. And now
go ahead.
Now you expecting even bigger goals, even
Facts.
more expectations. This
Facts.
man gave you 12 wins under that hostile environment, in that work environment. He gave you 12 wins. And won a playoff game on the road.
Hey,
y'all gonna put some respect on y'all quarterback, sir. Like, I'm not here to just cope for him, but I'm just telling you straight up, bro. If you think about all of that and take it all into consideration as a whole, bro, you'll have more respect for Dak Prescott, bro. And if you watch film, you'll know you got a good quarterback. So y'all gotta quit playing with my boy, bro.
For real though, because listen, I want you to put this shit into perspective. Dak Prescott has only lost 36 times in 7 years. In 7 years, Dak Prescott has only lost 36 times.
That's what? How many losses is that a year? So we said
Yeah,
7.
Joe Trenchana got a good point. Now, the defense did do a lot for this, too. Now, I'm not saying Dak did it all, but I'm just saying, under those circumstances, he did pretty decent, bro. Like, just being real.
Listen, that averages out to five losses a year. So, on average, Dak Prescott is averaging an 11-5 season as a starting quarterback. He went 13-3, 9-7, 10-6, 8-8, 2-3, 11-5, 8-4.
Yeah, and I love.
Sean said he basically lost us the San Francisco game. You could say that though, but like I say, if he would have got some more weapons, then you know what I'm saying. Like, look, maybe his offense, maybe his receivers could have been 5 yards open like Jalen Hurts' receivers was, and you wouldn't have to throw them needle in the thread throws all game. See what I'm saying? If you give him better receivers, bro, you'll get better results. In my opinion, I'm sure of it. Because I see him on film.
Also, Trey Sean, let me put this in perspective. He was in position to lose us that game because he won us the game before against Tampa Bay.
Facts.
The man had a 5-touchdown playoff game. Like,
but I'm gonna tell you,
he went crazy against Tampa.
And I'm gonna tell you though. Listen to me. There are some fans that no matter what you say to them, they are always going to look at the final game. So it's not no matter what you may say about that. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. As soon as the Buccaneers game, to most fans, the Buccaneers game was the biggest game of their life until we won. Then when we beat the Buccaneers, it instantly became the Buccaneers were 8-9.
They was a bad team. That's what they're gonna say. They a bad team.
But half the world did not have us winning that game.
But listen to me. But my thing is this though. But when we was going up into that game, and everybody was putting those memes. Cowboys are 0-7 versus Brady. Brady is 0-3, 0-2 versus Dak. Like when you guys were feeding all that stuff, oh my God! When Vegas was counting us out, because Vegas did count us out versus that game.
Yeah.
It was the biggest game of our career. Then the very next week, Dak loses again. I'm going to be honest with you. Dak didn't single-handedly lose that 49er game. That is a flat-out lie. You want to know why? Because even with the 2 interceptions, the 2 turnovers, you were still in position to win the game. Your ass couldn't score. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all can talk all about you want about Dak Prescott interception. Let's talk about that goddamn muff punt we got on the 26th, and your offensive coordinator couldn't even score, bruh.
Yeah.
Or how about the time we were playing the Raiders on Thanksgiving and we won the coin toss in overtime, bruh? In overtime. Your offense couldn't even get a first down, bruh.
Hold on, let me holler at the Quincy Coleman because he on Facebook. He said it's true, and he was talking about Tampa being a bad team. Was the Cowboys a good team? Well, okay, your team lost to that team. Let's move along. Shout out to B Bird with a He's $2 super chat. He says bad front office, bad OC, bad receivers, Dak overachieved. Man, I'm telling you, man. Like talk to him, B-Bird.
Listen to me. This was a season that was designed to have failure all over it. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If everybody closes their eyes for 1 second and think about the moment that Dak went down in that first freaking game, we all felt our season was over.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care what. No, if you want to be a real ass person, be a real ass person for 2 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad I started to make some content like, bro, it's over. I'm glad I did, though. I'm glad I did because I ain't have no faith in Cooper Rush at all. Swear to God. And I gave him mad respect when he showed me otherwise. But I had no expectation for Cooper Rush. I literally thought it was over. I'm going to just be real. That's why it was a pleasant surprise. I was happy to be wrong. Then you put all that into perspective, Wes. They don't give the team no credit for that. Okay, you don't got to give Dak no credit for that. But look, bro, these boys went 5 games without their starting quarterback. And they still finished 12-5.
Brand new offensive line.
Shuffling, playing musical chairs with the offensive line all year.
Dog, they were
with old men on there. You know what I'm saying? You got an old man off the couch on your offensive line. Come on now.
I mean, look, before the season started, there were people projecting us to only win 7 games.
These same fans that been saying we supposed to win the Super Bowl was the same ones. The same ones saying we supposed to win the Super Bowl was the ones that said we weren't going to win more than 9 games last year. Them facts. So, and then think about this. If you feel so low on Dak, why are your expectations the Super Bowl then? You should be like, well, he won 5 games. Good job, Dak. If he's terrible, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You got to challenge that logic. It don't make no sense.
They ain't trying to hear that.
It don't make sense.
They're not trying to hear that.
Shout out to Sports Guru 95 with a $2 super chat. He said, bad situation of football on offense lost the San Francisco game. Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you this real quick. Wait, let me make a statement because Deshaun, you spitting a whole lot of stuff and some of it's correct and some of it's not really true. He says they went away from the run game when Tony Pollard got hurt. That's not true because Tony Pollard only had 4 carries when he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys
he got hurt in his 4th carry, didn't he?
Yes, he technically only had 3 carries.
Hey, go ahead.
This last thing. And then think about this. Last year, we didn't play Tony Pollard against Philadelphia so that he could be healthy versus these same 49ers. He got the ball 2 times. Bruh, if Tony Pollard didn't get hurt, we still lose this game. The only difference is you have 1 less excuse. I'm just being real with you.
Corey Ferguson said, as soon as that went down, I consider skipping the rest of the season. Hey, I was almost one of them. I thought it was over. I thought the sky was falling. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, it's over. I'm so happy for Cooper Rush, though. So that shows you the importance of a backup quarterback. Like, that's a whole nother discussion. Because Cooper probably going to get a little bread from somebody.
Somewhere.
Christopher says, I respect the show, but you guys talk as if your opinion and your influence will influence the Cowboy when it don't. Hey, Christopher Jones, I'm going to tell you, man, that's loser mentality, bro. Somebody needs to tell you, guess what, Christopher? I'm going to tell you, Christopher Jones, your voice matters. You want to know why? Your comment matters. That's why I'm reading it. So if your comment matters amongst a bunch of dudes who don't matter, I can only imagine what my comments mean. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Our opinions do matter in this organization. You want to know why? Because they do listen. And guess what? If they don't listen, we're going to keep talking until they do. That's how it works over here. So guess what? If they're not listening to us, you know what that means, landlord? You know what that means, HTM? We got to do more content, bro.
We got to get bigger. We got to get them likes. We got to get them shares up. Because we really trying to win, bro. Like, just sitting there complaining and looking sad why it's raining out the window ain't gonna help us. We trying to at least do something. We proactive. We actually trying to get up off the couch and do something about it.
We gonna make you hear our voice. We gonna make you hear our voice. You know what I'm saying?
You never know who these views is looking at this. You don't know. You don't know. And these big people do have troll accounts. So you don't know. Like they listening. Whether they gonna take our advice is one thing, but they do see.
They are definitely listening. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, Cowboys. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, unfortunately, the Cowboys YouTube and Facebook world is bigger than. Listen to me. There are content creators right now. My content is bigger than Browns, Jags. There's probably out of 32 teams, my content network is probably bigger than probably 6 to 7 NFL teams right now. And I'm not even the biggest blogger out here.
Yeah.
So listen to me, Cowboys Nation, we are blessed.
Listen, if
Right.
you
We
say
are blessed. we
shout
are
out to Law
blessed.
Nation, cause look, the Cowboys got what, like 300,000 subs. Law got a third of that almost.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Shit,
saying.
they listening, bro. They
And that's
listen.
think about it.
We're
Think
too
about it.
big.
We got folks from other teams in here listening. Like we got I had a Texan fan on my live last night. Because like think about it. Nobody like a lot of these teams don't have big social media presences like that,
At
man.
all, or don't even have any. Like Tampa Bay doesn't have, listen to me. Tampa Bay, you know how you can go on Dallas.com and watch Dallas Cowboy employees talk about Dallas Cowboy stuff? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not have that. They don't have a media department that puts out segments every day on their team. They don't have that. They have interviews and players.
Shout out to B Bird with the $2 super chat. He says one team with a worse wide receiver room in the playoffs, Giants. That's about the only one. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the only one.
Team. And listen, they had
They got a
true
special
running,
back.
They have a good run. They got a good running back and they got a running quarterback. And they still caught up to them when they played a real team.
And then they played the flukiest, goofiest team in the world, in the Vikings. You can't put no faith in the Vikings, bro. Like they it don't even make no sense why they lose. They supposed to be a good team, explosive offense, all this, and they just lose. I don't understand.
They had a negative point differential. They were supposed to lose.
Yeah. So that's the only team you can even start the argument with, B Bird. So that's a good point. Like everybody else is terrible. Like I mean, everybody else is better than us. Like for sure, you'll take everybody else's cores over ours. Like CD is the only outlier that's actually producing on his team, far as wide receivers go. And like compared to the other big teams, like the Bengals and the San Francisco, and you know what I'm saying. I know this probably was just a down year for Michael Gallup. That's what I'm hoping. But, you know, we just got to talk about what happened. We can't talk about why it happened, the why, and the, you know what I'm saying? We got to talk about what happened, though.
Mm-hmm. All right, so man, hey, next up, man, we got one more subject to get up out of here, man. One more subject to get up out of here. We've been on here for about an hour. Let's see, y'all got a couple more minutes or what?
Yeah, I got a few minutes.
I got a couple minutes before I dip.
All right, so what direction y'all want to go? Let me know. What direction y'all want to go?
It's up to y'all.
Me. Go ahead.
All righty then. Let's do some random fire questions then. If you have questions in the comment box, hey, shout out to all the Cowboy ladies out there watching. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Shout out to all the Cowboy men that's watching too, man. We appreciate y'all.
Trayshawn asks which wide receiver would we want to get. I've been campaigning for DJ Chark because he fits the bill. Like he's realistic. Like a lot of people are talking about DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys, they never go out there and spend big money in free agency. So I'm looking for a guy with injury history that still got like good physical attributes. DJ Chark, 6'4", Russell 4'3", former Pro Bowl wide receiver. Like he's somebody that's on my target list. And I don't give a damn about people being healthy because I already gave the list of guys that the Cowboys kept healthy. Look no further than Damone Clark, LVE, Jalen Smith, Malik Hooker. Like the list goes on. Like Dallas Cowboys have a track record for keeping guys healthy, so I think they'll do it with DJ Chark, and he can come in and be an improvement at number 2.
Yeah, I think DJ Chark will be my guy too because he got speed and he's still young and he'll be cheap. I think he's a prime target for Mr. Dollar Bill Jones. He ain't trying to pay them country boys nothing. So I think I like Chark too. So, it'll be a pipe dream for us to trade for somebody. It's possible, but probably unlikely in my opinion.
And Keenan Allen, if he gets cut, if Keenan Allen is a cap casualty, he definitely fits the Dallas Cowboy bill as well.
I like both the guys. I don't mind adding them as long as we add a fast burner. Like I'm not tripping off. We need a guy that can move the safety.
Yeah.
What about if we get somebody like D Hop and then draft the Hyatt kid? He does have speed.
Honestly, right now, the way this offense is set, I really don't want to add no rookies to this offense. Because, like, you
want a proven commodity.
Yeah, I don't have time for this, man. You already technically have a rookie that, listen to me. I know there's some great wide receivers in the draft, but listen to me. I don't think any wide receiver is going to be ready past 26 that you can get better than Jalen Tolbert. Like this should be, and we can always say there is, but we don't know. And this is the thing. There isn't right now. Unless you're about to move on from Jalen Tolbert, it does not make any sense. you're gonna just go into the unknown with more unknown. If anything, Land, I'm not drafting. Listen to me. Jalen Tolbert did not do enough bad for me to give up on him. I'm sorry.
I think he gonna do something this year though.
I believe so too, because most like look at what Michael Gallup did his first year. Michael Gallup had like 500 yards, but that's because he actually got opportunities.
He had a role, yeah.
Yeah, like there was. Listen to me. There was
no. Let's take it back. He didn't have a role. He was supposed to be the guy.
He
He was supposed to be the guy. That's what's so crazy.
Because Amari Cooper didn't even come until like week 7.
It was wide receiver by committee. Yeah,
exactly. So that's why I say, like, if I'm the Cowboys, if you're looking at Jalen Tolbert and you're looking in the draft, why would you think that this draft guy is going to do more than this guy that's already on your team? You know what I'm saying? And a guy that's already working with your quarterback. So it's like, it's all a gamble. It's all a risk. If I'm a gamble or risk on all of it, I would rather have the one that's more secure. And you don't got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if
I'm with you on that, Mick. I wouldn't mind keeping T.Y. either.
I mean, my takes on T.Y. Hilton is, if I'm T.Y., I don't want to sign until after November. Man, I'm over 30, bro. I know the Cowboys are going back to the playoffs, but let me see it.
We going quick, right? Michael Archer said Tank Dell from Houston. I like his skill set. I think he's explosive, but that man had like 9 drops, though. That's alarming. Go ahead.
Who had 9 drops?
Tank Dell, the wide receiver from Houston. He had like 9 drops. Drops ain't all the ways on the receiver, though. It could be bad quarterback play. So I'm not just going to just kill him with it, but 9 is that's a lot.
Alarming. It's alarming.
That's a lot.
I'd have to go see that.
His skill set crazy though. I love him as a talent, but like, you know, I have to go investigate some of them drops.
9 drops? Yeah. I'd have to see that, because that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh, that boy Zay from Boston.
Especially a guy that's not getting like 150 targets. If you're not getting 150 targets, that's a lot, bro.
You talking about Zay Flowers? I think his name is Zay Flowers. Number 4.
If you're not getting like 100 and some targets, that's a lot of drops, bro.
It is. That's quite alarming.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, small, though.
Huh?
The Zay Flower, boy, he a little small. He only listed at 5'10", but he's so
most
close.
of the top ones is slot guys. Jackson Smith Enigma kind of got a little more size.
So does that mean you guys are out on Cavante Turpin or what?
Now,
if they actually use him, I mean, let's see.
I mean, he already on the team, so like just. But you know, like I don't know that the Dallas Cowboys are going to actually implement him into the offense. Like he could have been something this year. He just didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like and share button on everybody's channel, man. We appreciate everybody.
I gotta see Cavante, man. I'm not, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Them kickoff returns, I love the one in the playoff.
In the playoff game, he came through in the clutch though.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. On kickoff, I low key want to put Tony Pollard back at kick return, and you know, if he don't got moves like that on kick return, like if he can't move in space and kick return, it's gonna be hard to do it in the league in the goddamn as a wide receiver, man. You know what I'm saying?
Can I at least see the man on the slant route before we give up on him?
True.
I'm okay with it too. But like, I'm just saying, like anything with Cavante Turpin, he has to get the ball now.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think Mike McCarthy, like, look, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got a little theory. I got a little faith. I got a little hope. Okay, don't shame me for my hope. I think Mike McCarthy has got Jerry to relinquish just a small bit of power to him. And I'm thinking Mike McCarthy is a smart man, and I think he gonna decide he gonna want some more talent in here. I don't think Mike gonna go out like that. I think Mike gonna be like, man, look, you better get me a receiver in here. Let me get me a receiver in here. This my offense. I think Mike gonna be like, look, bro, this is what it requires for me to run my offense the way I needed to run.
So my question is this: are you saying that he's saying that in lieu of CD, or he's saying he needs something better than CD? Because
he needs something with CD. He needs something with CD, huh?
So we're throwing the ball more this year.
West Coast offense, you gonna throw the ball a lot. You might as well get ready for that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like we threw the ball a lot this year, and there wasn't a West Coast offense. I'm saying like, we gonna throw the ball, but I'm saying, are we throwing the ball? Because I'm against anything that's throwing the ball over 30.
I know. You know, I'm a receiver, so I like to throw the ball too, though. But I feel you though.
Quarterback though, that's not your quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you also have your quarterback playing without play action. You also have your quarterback playing without really no yak. So you know, like those things can happen in the West Coast offense still. right? So
Yeah.
it's not going to be like it ain't going to be 45 pass attempts like Kellen Moore.
Nah.
You just saw a season where Dak Prescott was on pace to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah.
Like Mike McCarthy, say what you want, he didn't have Aaron Rodgers doing that. He didn't have Brett Favre doing that.
Nah.
So like it's like 30 to 31 times, like, you know, that's standard. Like that's just the league right now. But you know, I don't think it's going to be egregious like what the hell you saw from Kellen Moore. Like it's going to be smart passing. It's going to be more wide receiver screens, more screens to the running back. You know, more designed to get guys out of space. Like it ain't going to be all curls and shit like that. What you saw with Kellen Moore. So you'll like the passing game more.
You'll get
But,
more mesh concepts and stuff like that in the West Coast.
More mesh, more flood concepts. You know, it'll be more things like that. And you know what? Those 30 pass attempts is gonna actually account for stuff.
MG might do better than we think too, because he's a great slant route guy. You know what I'm saying?
This year, this was not the year to run slants for him.
Yeah.
And then it's before we get up here, he says Herbert's go through some of these comments. Action says Dak is cool, but he don't listen, Action. I need you to stop acting like you in the huddle with Dak. You don't know if Dak is speaking up or if he's not speaking up. Like we gotta
share them could just be saying, boy, sit down somewhere.
Like, come on, Action.
Shout out to JR with the 499. He said,
go ahead.
Hold on. JR just said, shout out to JR with the 499. He said, for the Office Day entertainment, salute to everybody, man. We appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir. But yo, man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop trying to like challenging these guys' integrity and their character, man. Like unless they out here Kelvin Joseph in it, you know what I'm saying, man? Leave that dude alone, bro. We don't like listen to me. I've never heard anybody say anything but positivity about Jerry Jones. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be hard to be an individual leader in my house where I'm daddy. I'm just being real. Hey, landlord, how well do your kids? How well is your children over there, or any man in their house that's not you, that don't pay bills, leading in your house?
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, Henny, your grandson that I'm always sticking up for him because he always about 2 seconds from getting his ass whooped. Hey, man, sit down because you know you're about to get on your ass. But, hey, I want to know how well of a leader is he in your house? You know what I'm saying? Considering he don't pay a bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not at all.
You gotta sit down somewhere.
Like this is Jerry Jones is the essence of like a real like family business. Like
and that's not good though.
And it's not good.
That's not good though.
Hey, listen, I say it like this: you have the Packers on the other hand, who nobody owns them, and they only won 8 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We the ultimate mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? We the ultimate mom and pop shop.
Ultimate mom and shop.
Shout out to Mika with the $2 super chat. She says thanks for the content. Y'all love y'all. I think she did it on more than one channel.
Appreciate you, Mickey.
And she did it on yours too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta get on down there.
Hey, it's all good. We shut it down. Hey, but listen to me. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody for rocking with your boy West Coast, HTM and Landlord Sportsman. This is the lunch hour, man, and we appreciate y'all. We already going over, and I already know a bunch of y'all managers is looking at y'all crazy as hell right now. Like I told you, go on a break, not going on a break.
All right.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to everybody been showing love. I just got up to 500 subscribers.
Let's go.
Halfway there to 1,000. So I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. Let's keep running it up.
Shout out to Marcus Hardison with the 499 at the buzzer. He says, new challenge. Every time West Coast says, listen to me, you have to take a shot. Oh, yeah.
Hey, no. Not a shot, because we do not condone drinking. You can definitely hit a blunt, though.
All right.
Your ass gonna be drunk as hell, man. Get suing me for alcohol poison.
Hold on, Mickey, I'm finna put my
hey,
in here.
I want to say this last thing. Because this is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life that I keep hearing. He says you still have to surround Dak with better wide receivers so you can get that situations. We have the players. We can listen to me. Every quarterback needs great players.
Yo, put your channel in now too, Hen.
Wait. I want to say this real quick. Every great player, every good quarterback needs good players. If you don't believe so, name me a quarterback who's really good, who wins a lot of games on a bad team.
All right. It don't happen. Not especially not these days.
Patrick Mahomes has a bunch of great players on his team. that he just won a Super Bowl with.
He got the wide receiver 2 all-star team over there. That's who he had.
And with the best tight end in football.
Yeah, you got to add that. Then with a great OC.
2 of them, really, because, one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers has always had this was the one year Aaron Rodgers didn't have a great receiver, and what was the outcome?
Nothing.
Hey, shout out to Mickey for the $10 cash app, man. I appreciate the love.
RJ said, boy's about to get fired. Hey, man, let's get up.
Now we can get out of here. Because he got some love, man. That's the only reason why we was waiting. So my cousin was get some love.
Shout out to him with the 500, man. Hey, y'all get my boy to 1,000, man. Let's go and run it up, man. We appreciate all the love and support, though.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, you guys already know what it is. This is the lunch hour, man. We don't have a natural script or anything. We just kind of shoot from the angle, shoot from the hip, and we appreciate y'all for watching. You already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.